I am about to give you a tour of my Hostler, show you how I would pre-trip it if I were pre-tripping it. I've already pre-tripped it for the day, so I won't be doing it because I've already did it. But this is my little Hostler that I hook up to trailers so that I can move them to dock doors or to parking spaces or parking slips, as some call it. All right. If I were doing my Hostler pre-trip, I would have on my my cleaning gloves, actually my latex gloves, which are right here. I would have those on so that I can come in and use my little cleaning wipes to wipe down everything to sanitize it for my own liking. But at any rate, I will log into my ELD, which is electronic login device, and I would select pre-trip, select the unit that I'm driving, and sign in. And I will turn the engine on. I would check all my gauges to make sure that air levels are rising properly. Make sure I have DEF and diesel fuel. Turn on my hazard lights. Got to keep them on at all times in the yard when driving. Turn on my lights. Check the air and the heat. Got my brakes here for the tractor and the trailer. Got my my little push buttons here to put it in drive, neutral, or reverse. Got my lever here that I would raise to check to make sure that the fifth wheel raises and lowers properly. And I will check my fifth wheel release button. I'll push that and make sure that it's a mechanism in there that flips back and forth when you push it to unlock. You can't see it because it's dark, but I will do all of that. Then I will get out. I will check my electrical and air lines. I'll pull the cord here, make sure that it extends, so when I'm turning corners I have slack. I will check my electrical lines, which are right here, to make sure that they are all proper, have their rubber grommets intact. Glad hands is good. I will stow them back. Obviously, when I came up the stairs, I would have checked that upon getting on, but I would make sure that the stairs hold, the driver's weight, which I am the driver. We got two of them on the right and left side, so I can enter the Hostler from the left or the right. I would make sure that my my diesel cap is on tight. I would check my air lines to make sure, to drain them to make sure there's no moisture in the lines. I'll pull it so you can hear what it sounds like. I have 3 of those. I will hold those for about 5 seconds each. Proceed on. If I had a tire pressure gauge, I would check the pressure of the tires. But one way I check is I kick check my mirror brackets, make sure they're securely mounted, not cracked or broken. Make sure all my lights are on and working properly. I will look underneath, check the ground to make sure there's no leaks or puddles, no puddles underneath to indicate a leak, and that the hostler isn't leaning to the left or right. And I got another mirror bracket here. I'll make sure that's securely mounted, and you know, got a set of tires here. Once you do it enough, you will know the sound. And I got another gas cap on this side that I will check, make sure it's tight. And this is some type of fluid. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna make sure that the levels are proper, at the proper level. And if not, I'll escalate that to somebody with a higher pay grade. Check the rear tires and the mud flap. Same thing. I will kick or use my tire pressure gauge. Check the fifth wheel. I will make sure that the fifth wheel is properly greased. I will check down below as well to make sure there's no puddles on the ground or dripping, which will indicate a leak, obviously. Other set of mud flaps, make sure it's securely mounted, not hanging dangerously low. Got another set of tires over here that I will kick. And I will also check my oil dipstick. I will pull it out, wipe it off, reinsert it, pull it out again and read it and make sure the levels between add and full. And then that would include the outside pre-trip. Now I'll also make sure I got all of my tools to do my job properly. Got my bolt cutters right here. That's part of my pre-trip. Got my safety chain. I will hook that to the back of the trailer before I open the doors, just in case packages have shifted. So when I open the door, don't nothing fall out on me. Got my fire extinguisher. I make sure that that's properly charged and the inspection date is valid. My reflectors are in this box. Make sure I got those. Got my book here, my vehicle book. Make sure that all my paperwork and stuff is current. My gloves, and I got my wire cutters to cut seals with as well. If they have a wire seal like this, then I will use that tool here to cut those. These are what the plastic seals, what they look like. I can rip these with my hand, or I can use a wire cutter to cut them. Got my trusty flashlight so I can see when it's dark outside. It's starting to get daylight now, but I start work at 4:30 a.m. so it's dark. Then I got, make sure I got my TC, which is the touch computer where I get my moves. If I don't have this, I can't do no work. What else am I missing? That's a part of my safety. Let's see. Got my safety glasses so that when I cut bolts or debris, so debris don't fall into my eyes and mess up my eyesight. Another thing that's part of my safety gear, I don't like wearing them when I'm driving because it makes it hard to see, but sunglasses for when the sun is shining brightly. I have sunglasses that I'm supposed to have, but I don't like to wear them because I feel like it's hard for me to see personally. That's just me. Also, my work phone that doubles as a ELD, which the ELD is in here. It has my screen too bright. I don't know if I can see if that'll work. Screen was a little bright. It has my login, how I log in for the day. It keeps track of my drive time, break time, pre-trip, post-trip stuff in here. It also gives me my schedule, so I have a run tomorrow morning, so I'll be on the streets tomorrow. And then I have this radio here also, which is how they communicate with me or how I communicate with them on the inside when I'm out in the yard. Alright, this concludes my video of my Hostler mock pre-trip. If you like what I do here on my channel, I would love for you to give me a big thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and consider subscribing. Until the next time we meet, later.